Welcome to Dextor Plays Ark Evolved. Welcome back to How to Ark with Dextor. So by this point in time, you've now got yourself quite a bit of food. At least you should, if you've been following through the tutorials. And we're going to look at upping our mobility by capturing a Pteranodon. So at this point in the game, you have a modest farm, a little house or a hut to hide in, you got some storage, you got yourself some pheromone for fertilizer, you've got a couple of dilos for helping you to hunt, get some food. I've obviously picked myself up a Pteranodon, but we're going to go through the taming process with one of them so you can kind of see how that goes. Thank you. Give me that bow. So this took one crossbow bolt to take down with a trank arrow. He's a level 2. You probably want to find yourself a low level Pteranodon to make the taming process easier. I'm going to drop some raw meat on him. Okay. This can take a little while to go this route. There's another way of doing this, and I'll go ahead and show that to you here in a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and I went and grabbed a bit of some primary food for these guys. Their most favorite food is kibble. In this case, it's dodo egg kibble. I'll show you how to make that here in a minute. So we're going to go ahead and put the food in here. So I got some meat. They'll pick their most favorite food first. So they'll pick up that kibble, and she eats that. Let's see, I think I can use another one of these, can't I? No, not quite. So it's 40 narcotics a piece, so we're waiting. So once she gets hungry, she'll go ahead and eat. So while we're waiting for that, let me show you the recipe for making kibble. Here we go. Let's talk about some cooking and kibble. We're going to use kibble quite a bit during training. Most of the kibble has a fairly basic recipe. We're going to do it in a cook pot, like this one right here. The basic recipe is 2 mijo berries, 3 fiber, and a water skin with at least 25% water in it, followed by an egg and the appropriate grown plant and meat. So now that we've done some farming, there's 4 plants that you really need to make sure you're growing. Savo root, citronelle, rock carrot, and long grass. In this particular recipe, we're going to do a dodo egg kibble. That's going to take rock carrot and cooked meat. So, let's take a look in here and see what we got. Put that out. So in here we've got some water skins. We'll take these water skins out. We've got some fiber and we've got some wood. Let's throw some more in there. The wood is in there for fuel. If you wanted to, you could also put in spark powder. Spark powder works just as well. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here, we're going to grab our components. So we know we need rock carrot, mijo berries, and cooked meat. Okay? And we're going to go over here and put those in here. Rock carrot, cooked meat, mijo berries. And then, of course, our dodo eggs. So far, I've collected up as you can see, quite a few of these. Hello. I got a few too many. Alright, let me drop off those. There we go. They're pretty heavy. And cooking them up lightens your load quite a bit, and they're also very good for food. And then, of course, we've got the water skins we're going to drop in here. And that should cook up about 4 of these things. So let's go ahead and light the fire. Whoop, back up. Stop sitting in the fire when I'm burning. Jesus. Alright, so that should cook that sucker up. Now that you know how to make kibble, so go ahead and cook yourself up some kibble before you go out. Otherwise, you're going to be using, I think it was 2 stacks of food. So about 40 meat. You can also, of course, as you're out here hunting, go ahead and pick up some more meat as you go. You dead. Come on. Might as well use your time picking up some more meat and some more hides. I mean, you're going to be going through hides like crazy. The ideal thing is once you have your Pteranodon, you're going to want to make a saddle for him. And the saddle takes, if I remember right, something like 230 hide, 70 chitin, and some fiber. So it's really the hide and the chitin that are the hard things to get. So, see any turtles? There's a turtle. I can do that. Or I can do those little, there he is. You. Run from me. Run. Run away from the water. I only have one spear. I could spear these guys. They actually have a lot of armor, which is why it's taking so much. Switch to the spear here. There he is. And the nice thing about getting these guys is you can also not only get the chitin, you can get the oil and sometimes some silica pearls. Those will be useful for you later. Grab a couple of rocks while I'm down here. Bashing my E key to grab the rocks. So, again, we're just waiting on the taming process. And keeping ourselves occupied. Have you eaten any of your kibble yet? Ooh, look at the jump in taming. And he ate one kibble. Huge. So definitely do kibble if you've got it. We'll be back when he's about to be tamed. Well, now that we've tamed the pteranodon, there he is. We're going to call him Germany. Here's a couple of things to note about Pteranodon. There's a variety of ways you can train them up, and forgive me here a minute while I see if I can get down here and... Is he really here? Here? Somewhere. I just killed this big guy, and I can't... Wherever he is. Pissing me off. See, look, he's there. But then I head over there, and he's not there. Oh, there we go. Got him. He's invisible. So if you happen to get a larger dinosaur like this guy, and I'm starving because I used up all my energy there, you can get yourself some prime meat, and these guys love prime meat. I accidentally shot Bo in the midst of that fight and took... You awake yet? Come on, Bo, get up. Get up, Bo. We gotta get our raw prime meat to some kind of storage. This stuff rots incredibly fast. You can see this is going to go in 7 minutes. So if you don't do something with it, it's gone. So, a couple things on training, and I'll show you here on Bo. For mobility, just train up speed. My suggestion is get a couple of pteranodons. Get one for speed. Beef up his stamina a little bit. And this is so that he can get you around quickly. Most of the other pteranodon can keep up with you even if you boost his speed a couple of, like, 200%. So that's my suggestion. Beef up the speed, a little bit of stamina, tad bit of weight, only for the purposes of grabbing things. And that's the other thing you can do with the pteranodon. You can swoop in on something, and there he is. Come here, you. Let's go somewhere. Who's not feeling good? Oh, it's the Pteranodon. So you can kind of swoop in on something like a bird or a raptor or a dilo, something small. You can actually grab them and carry them off and drop them someplace. That could be actually handy when you're doing some hunting. Then you want to move them around. And the other thing is, the rest of your Pteranodon, I would suggest just beefing weight. And the reason for that is for a mobile airlift capability. These guys can get around really well. We're going to be using them to go and grab a number of seeds. You can see right through their yellow and a white beacon. We're going to be using these guys to grab beacons. And I'll show you that in the next tutorial. So thank you for joining Dextor Plays. How to tame a Pteranodon and make yourself an Air Force. Look at that. There's Germany and Canada and America and Thailand. They're all over the place. And then we'll come back to you. Thanks. Bye. Thanks for watching another episode of Dextor Plays. Please leave a like or subscribe, and post any tips or tricks down below.